Alright, how's it going? Today we're doing Guardian Games Competitive, Week 1, solo, with 346k on the scoreboard. Using Well of Radiance Warlock with Starfire Protocol, Scout, Trinity Ghoul, and a Machine Gun. Trinity Ghoul is going to be the main powerhouse of this. So, to get the highest score, obviously you want to get the most amount of medals as possible. The best way to get medals is through streaks. You can do a lot of them at the same time, which is why doing it solo actually yields a greater score, because you're not sharing out the kills, so you get more streak medals. So as you can see, we're just chewing through everything with Trinity Ghoul and just racking up those points. So yeah, as you can see, Trinity Ghoul is absolutely amazing. You can get about 3 different streaks going on at the same time. Primary, arc, and precision weapon, even though you're not using it for precision purposes. Anyway, so the other thing you want to do is use your Well of Radiance a lot, because weapon kills in your Well of Radiance will count as super kills. So not only will you be getting all the streaks from that, but you'll also be getting streaks for your super. Get a little bit confused about this champion here, because he got stunned, then jumped off, and then proceeded to be stunned again, which is a bit odd. Now coming up onto the next main powerhouse points, which is finishers and the insult to injury medal. How to do this is you get a finisher on a major or above, and you'll get an extra 337.50 points, which is very considerable. There is one thing to note: if the emote text doesn't appear in the feed, you will not get it. As you can see, I'm emoting there, but basically emote so you don't spam the chat. Emotes are on a sort of cooldown for that, which makes things a bit annoying, because as you can see, just did it again but didn't get any points, but that's whatever. So some people like to take the craniums up. And there's a good example here. 337.50 for the insult to injury medal, which is amazing. So some people like to take the arc craniums up for this. I think it's a waste of time. It just makes things slower, and also, you know, is less effective at times for this. It is good against the Tormentor, but you have to juggle it to stop it from despawning, which is just too much of a hassle to be bothered about. For these gladiators, I use the machine gun, because they are quite beefy boys. And the bow just does not cut it. Anyway, so onto the Take and Blight section. You want to take out as many turrets out as first. For whatever reason, I only do the 2 front ones. And then you want to put your well out there. As you can see, I really should have got the Scorpius turrets first, because I'm receiving an insane amount of flinch. And with this, you can get the Let There Be Light medal, which is just 3 points. As you can see, all those points super quickly, 26k now. So once you kill enough of these guys, the Tormentor's going to spawn, as well as another wave. You want to go up to here, and then place another well, and then apparently say hi to the champion. Once again, he's stunned, but he decided to jump down as well. So did I, because I just can't sometimes. So for this section, I should also have said that if you have full gold empowerment, gold ability empowerment, your Well of Radiance comes back extremely quickly. This way you can spam wells and get loads of points all the time, basically. However, you should know when and when not to use your well. Although you do get it quickly, you don't have it all the time, which means you can, if you use it prematurely, you will lose out on an ability to get a lot more points from a lot more kills. So now that we've killed everything, we're going to focus on Tonic. He's a bit of a bastard. I'm really not that great at killing tormentors. Once you break his shoulders and damage him about to 50%, another wave will spawn. When that happens, you want to use your well and then Trinsical everything. Something I didn't know is that if you put your well there, you can jump up and slam you. I think that's the only place on this ledge that he can do that, so I was a bit surprised. I initially put my well there because I'd want to be able to see, or be able to shoot Trinsical into all of the hiding spots that the Cabal use. So now I'm just trying to kill everything. I've got the champion weakened to finish a range, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to go back onto the ledge and kill Tonic. Fortunately, he gives me a little boost there, so I can just jump up. Now I'm just going to spam my grenades and my machine gun until he's dead. And there we go. So now I'm going to grab as much ammo as I can find. It's probably more, but I can be bothered. And now we're going into the portal. So now we're coming up to the taken sections. Gonna put a empowering rift down there, and this will allow us to one-shot the phalanxes with the AoE from the Trinsical. If you don't have the empowering rift, it won't do that, unless you have damage boost from ability kills. I'm gonna take out the phalanx here in a really terrible manner because I can't throw grenades apparently. I don't think fastball's working. For whatever reason I have it on and it always does it better, but now it wasn't. Because this is a hero strike, it's really easy to stun champions. They have just about no immunity time from getting out of stun. So just remember that. I didn't get the finisher off there because I underestimated my grenades, which has been annoying. So instead I'm just going to use the machine gun to take him down the finisher range and then jump up and finish him. Gonna hide so he doesn't push me off the edge. And continue up. Now we're coming up to the Blights and Scion section. You normally want to finish that guy, but for whatever reason his health glitched out. Place my well down here because it's 3 points. so many Scions here. Should probably place it more forward, so you can see the Scions where that Minotaur is. But it doesn't matter too much. Now we're just going to take out the Blights. And you want to kill everything in the room before you take out the last Blight, because everything despawns when you do. So just leave one up, search around. See, there you go. Scions even split and made even more. And that's the last one, so we're going to move forward. Gonna jump on this lift. Slowly, apparently. And now onto the Sparrow section. This is pretty simple, just drive forward and don't die. I am going to be stopping to kill all the thralls, because, once again, why not? I'm going to do the same here. And again. And then just go towards the end. Oh no, there's one more pack. See, we've already got platinum and we're not even... We're just over halfway. Wow, almost ruined the run there. We managed to save it majestically. So now we're just going to take out these goblins and such. Going to stun this hobgoblin. Use my machine gun, but apparently miss every shot. I don't know. So now I'm just going to weaken him. Fortunately, since it's a hero, his regenerative abilities are really bad. So you can just do that. Now if you're using a bow, you really don't want to get slowed by stasis, because yeah, your reload is significantly reduced, which just makes bows really hard to use. So just watch out for that. And now going to fusionate this captain. I thought I had Healing Rift on. Ignore that. Fortunately, this strike has very few darkness zones and only a 5-second respawn, so you can just get back up straight away. I don't know if getting a flawless actually gives you more points. I know it gives you a medal, but I think the scoring is done by then. Anyway, so you want to go towards the middle, use your machine gun to take out the Minotaurs, and then Trinity Pool to take out everything else. Fortunately, when you're in a well, slow doesn't affect you as much. You should probably take out the Hobgoblin first, but it doesn't matter too much. I decided to take him out now. I'm gonna weaken him, and go for the finish. Get frozen there, but yeah, it's fine. Now we're just gonna kill these rifts. Once you do a half to 2/3 of them, another wave is gonna spawn, including 3 ogres in the middle, so just watch out for that. Yep, halfway. So now you probably should place your well better than where I did, either with some cover or behind next to a wall. As you can see, I got pushed out of it and almost die here. Just gonna throw a grenade. These ogres do have quite a bit of health. Oh, I could have finished them as well. Oh. Just looking for a thrall on my radar, which I think fell through the cracks but has respawned here. Now we're just going to finish up all these rifts. Now we're going to look for a full arc cranium and we're going to bring it up. It's not particularly useful, but it's free damage, so might as well. So now we're going to wait a long time for the boss to start. Any second.
This is the access point. Let's get rid of that taken before it opens a path into the cloud arc.
And there we go. Alright, so we're just gonna lay on his face as much as we can with this. Now a wave of taken is gonna spawn. We want to push up as close as possible so we can have a good vantage point against all these guys. And then put our well down. We also want to use some cover, so it's easier, but also have a space to be able to see the Hydra, because in a well of radiance you can shoot. It gives anti-barrier rounds to everything. So I'm just going to use that, as long as Starfire Protocol, to spam grenades and my corrective measure. Now, some Thrall are going to spawn and such. You want to have your well. If you don't have it, you're probably going to want to kill some goblins up on top, not the Thrall on the bottom, because you want as many easy kills as you can get. As you can see, these points are insane. 25k. Now you want to take out the goblins. And then we're just going to go through the Minotaurs. Unfortunately the Minotaurs focus on the Hydra, but we're just going to emote finish them. And then I'm going to use this cranium to clean up a bit. Then I realised it's probably a good idea to get some emote finishers on the other guys. So we're just going to go through, use the cranium to weaken them, and yeah, continue on. Yeah, once you get to 2/3 here, another wave of Thrall is going to spawn. So we're going to finish up here, then we're going to go down. Going to place the well and just clean up house. At the 20-minute mark, our points are going to be halved and start decaying, so we want to be as quick as possible for this next bit. We don't have a well for this, but it was more useful before, so it's alright. But also, we're getting it very quickly. You want to watch out for the Axion darts, obviously. Use the machine gun to get rid of them. If you have a well, then no problem at all. So we're going to put the well down here. We're going to use that to get through the immunity shields of the goblins as well. Now that we have gold weapon empowerment times 5, we absolutely tear through the boss. On to the next phase already. So now we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to take out some goblins to get our super back. There we go. And we're just gonna push up to somewhere where the thrall can pathfind towards us. And then, yeah, just kill them. You don't want to be on top when you place the well if you're killing thrall, because if the thrall can't get to you, they will just hide, which makes your well completely useless because you have to go out of it. Now these two Minotaurs elude me a bit. Just getting a bit confused there. Didn't get the emote text there, but it's alright. So now we're gonna kill the rifts. That one wasn't a rift. Now we've got a wave of major phalanxes. You can go with the machine gun here, but I just stopped for Trinity Ghoul because I might currently have a streak going already. And now we're just going to finish off with a nice bit of anti-barrier rounds and fusion grenades. I'm going to get my well back just because. And we're done. It's pretty fun, not too difficult, and yeah. Hope you enjoyed. If you found this useful or helpful, whatever. If you enjoyed this, if you found this helpful, like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. And I hope to see you again next time. Bye.